Welcome to Global Conflict Insight. Today we look at why the war in Sudan has escalated again in 2025, what triggered the latest violence, and why this conflict matters far beyond Sudan's borders. The war in Sudan began in 2023 when fighting broke out between the Sudanese Armed Forces, known as the SAF, and the Paramilitary Rapid Support Forces, or RSF. In recent weeks, the conflict has intensified sharply. Reports indicate that airstrikes and artillery fire have hit civilian areas, including a kindergarten and a hospital, causing over 100 deaths. This new wave of violence has added to an already severe humanitarian crisis. The two main forces fighting for control are the SAF, Sudan's official military, and the RSF, a powerful paramilitary group. The RSF controls large parts of the capital and key regions, while the SAF maintains air power and backing from parts of the international community. Meanwhile, civilians are caught between front lines, facing shortages of food, water, and medical care. The latest escalation is tied to control of strategic resources and territory. Recently, the RSF captured areas linked to major oil production, increasing their leverage. Control of oil facilities brings money, influence, and power, making these sites critical targets for both sides. Long-standing political rivalries, ethnic tensions, and weak state institutions also fuel the conflict. Foreign involvement, including weapons supplies and financial support from outside countries, has made the war even more difficult to resolve. Although this war is happening inside Sudan, its effects spread far beyond. The fighting threatens regional stability, increases refugee movements, and affects neighboring economies that depend on Sudanese trade and oil infrastructure. It also sets a dangerous example of what happens when rival armed groups compete for national power with heavy weapons. Peace efforts continue, but the situation remains unstable. Both sides are trying to strengthen their positions, and international pressure has not yet been enough to stop the fighting. The future of Sudan will depend on whether negotiations can resume, whether humanitarian aid can safely reach civilians, and whether external actors reduce their involvement. Sudan's war is complex, rooted in power struggles, economic interests, and deep political divisions. Here at Global Conflict Insight, we break down global conflicts in clear and simple terms. If you want more explanations of world events, make sure to subscribe.